Join me as I cut this lovely mermaid gown, all right, with two different sleeve materials needed: my hairstay, my fabric, my organza, and of course my lining, then my pattern paper. All right, so what I'm doing here, I am actually drafting a shoulder dart bustier. All right, I have done it in my channel, so I'm going to be linking the video here. All right, just stay tuned, but you could still watch the process though, it's a bit fast. All right, the full video of this princess the full video of this shoulder that bustier is actually on my channel. I'll be linking it like I said earlier. All right, so I'm kind of drafting it. As you can see, I'll go and take the armhole measurements. All right, then I'll cut. This is the sleeve. I kept 1 inches in between them. This is the back measurement. All right, is actually on my channel too. I'll be linking it. So this is for the skirts. The length of the down lower part of the gown, sorry to say, waist to hip is actually 9 inches, then waist to knee is actually 20 inches, but I'll be coming up by 2 inches, 18 inches. Then I'll mark 19, then no 18 inches, 18.5, then 19. All right, so I've taken my hip measurement divided by 4 plus seam allowance. I'll take my waist divided by 4 plus seam allowance. All right, as you can see, then for the knee I am going to be subtracting 1 inch from what I got from the hip measurement. All right, so this is the full length. All right, I think I used 18 inches. I folded 18 inches. All right, so I'm going to be joining from where I have the knee measurement. I'll be joining it down. All right, I'll be joining it down to meet, all right, the salvage of the material. All right, as you can see, then I'll take the measurement from the knee to the full length. I'll measure same for the diagonal length, so I'm going to give it a nice curve so that it can, come out well when I'm sewing. This is what I'm doing now. I'm going to map it. Sorry it didn't show there. Then I'll use my curve to curve it in, after which I am going to cut. All right, I'm joining now the knee to the hips, the hips to the waist. To my subscribers, I say thank you. If you're new in this channel, you're welcome. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. As you can see, I am shaping the knee. All right, I don't want a sharp edge. All right, that's why I left half an inch in between them, as you can see on the fabric. So this is the back. I am cutting for the back. I had to place the front on the back. All right, I left 5 inches from this other side. From the lower place, I think I left about 7 inches thereabout. It depends on your preference. You could leave from 5 to 7 or even more, depending on what you want. So now I left about, I think I left about 5 inches. All right, 5 inches depth, and I think I left about 5 inches here as well, as you can see. All right, so I'm going to take it from the apex of the upper skirt, from the edge. I'm going to marry it using my curve into the full line. You see it, don't worry. All right, just do it at your pace, please. My camera didn't really capture that point, so sorry about that. All right, so I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch for my zipper allowance. Remember, this is the back. 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Towards the hip, I'll mark 1.5 inches, sorry. Then towards the knee, I'll mark 1 inch, because I want this, butt effect at the back. All right, so remember, from the waist 1 inch, the hip 1.5 inch, and the knee about 1 inch. Then from where I have the knee measurement there, I am going to be drawing it down diagonally to meet the edge of the fabric. This is for the back. All right, so this is actually how to draft a mermaid skirt or a mermaid gown. All right, lower part of a gown. You could add more fabric, like I said, depending on your preference, depending on how wide you want your mermaid effect to be. All right, so I'm going to cut it. All right. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you've watched so far, I say thank you. So as you can see, that's the front, that's back. You can see the effects. All right. So what I'm going to be doing next now, I have cut them. I'm trying to measure it for you to see how lovely it's going to look when I join it. Can you see? All right. So I'll go ahead and cut lining for it. This is for the first sleeve. I've gone ahead to cut the interface and the lining for it. This is for the second sleeve where we're going to be doing a ropey effect. I kept 1 inch apart. All right, so I'll go and fold tiny strips and I'll sew on it. You see it while I'm sewing. All right, so this is for the back pattern. I've cut the fabric, the lining, and of course the interface. I did that for the front as well, as you can see. All right, so what I'm going to be doing next, this is for the lower part. I've cut the lining. All right, I used the main fabric to cut the lining. All right, so that's just it. If you've watched so far, thank you so much. I really do appreciate. All right, so now this is the organza. It's actually 5 inches wide. Then the length, depending on your preference. All right, so now I am going to be joining. I have gone ahead to iron my stay on my fabric. So now I'm going to be joining. All right. As you can see, make sure you take note of your underbust, please. Very important. Take note of your underbust, please. Very, very important. All right. So as you can see, I'm joining. When I'm done, I'm going to be notching my underbust area, and I'm going to be notching my bust points area as well. All right. I didn't add extra pads to it because I just think the stay is okay for this particular style. No need of padding. All right. As you can see, I'm taking my time to sew. There's no need of rushing. The end result is what matters. So as you can see, I'll go ahead and notch the bust point as well as the under bust in order for it to turn very well. So I'm done with this. I am going to be doing the second part. All right. Then after which I'm going to give it a good press. All right. So I'm done with that. I've gone ahead to, keep my stay on the back pattern. I'll be joining the shoulders together. After which I am going to be replicating same for the lining. I'll be joining all the parts together, both the front and the back. All right, so I'm done joining. What I'm going to be doing now, I'll be using the lining to turn. This is the sleeve, the first sleeve. I have interfaced it, as you can see, or I've interfaced an stay on the fabric, so I'm going to be using the lining to turn. All right, as you can see, I've stitched it, so I left a small opening for me to aid for it to aid turning. Then I'll close it later on and give it a good press. All right, so this is for the lower part of the gown. I'll go ahead. I love my side seams to be very, very neat. All right, so I'm going to turn. This is for the front. I am going to be using the lining to turn it, which you'll see when I'm done. All right, I'm kind of merging it very well. So I've gone ahead to do for the back. As you can see, it's so neat. You can testify to it yourself. It's so neat. So what I'm going to be doing next, I am going to be placing the dart for the lower part. So now this is the sleeve. Like I said, it's just a normal basic sleeve, but for the round sleeve I did not shape it, I did not cut it. I'm going to be sewing tiny straps now that will aid me to sew this perfectly. All right, so as you can see, I am joining. Remember, I gave 1 inch spacing. I am joining from the top. As you can see, following the lines, I'll keep the second strip like that. I'll continue joining like that. Do it at your pace, please. This is just a normal basic sleeve. All right, so I've gone ahead to join the top. I'm joining the bottom now. I think it's very easy to understand. All right, after which I am going to be cutting. All right. All right, so I'm going to be taking my round sleeve. As you can see, I'll continue with it. Then I'll be using it to fold in and sew. All right, be sure to do it at your pace. All right, so I'm kind of pleating so that it's going to fit into the round sleeve fabric I just cut. All right, to my subscribers, once again I say thank you. If you're new in this channel, you're welcome. Kindly like, share and subscribe for more videos. Do well to visit my other platforms on Instagram and on Facebook, TikTok as well. Thank you. So what I'm going to be doing, I am going to be joining the sleeve, all right, to the main body of the dress. I had to use pins, to secure in order for it not to fray or tear. After which I'm going to tear the paper. It's so easy as you can see. See how lovely it looks. See how beautiful. So I'm going to be joining the upper and the lower bodies together with 1 inch seam allowance. Alright. I'll be joining the back as well. So I've gone ahead to do that. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I am going to be fixing my zipper. I've done that and I am going to be stoning this particular thing. So now for the organza, remember we cut 5 inches. I folded into 2, giving me 2.5. I am actually pleating it on the hem of the gown. All right. I have used a measurement to shaping. Now I am pleating the organza on the hem of the gown. Be sure to do it at your pace, please. All right. I'm pleating, as you can see. If you have any questions, let me know. All right. So for this, I think I've gone ahead to stone. I skipped this other part of spiral, how to do a spiral organza design on a dress. Then I added this design on it as well. I've actually shaped as well. So I think I'm going to link it. All right, so let's show you how we actually achieved that. All right, let's show you how we actually achieved that. I skipped my video. So before doing that, for the sleeve, what you just saw, I pleated the organza, all right, on the midpoint of the sleeve. As you can see, I pleated it on the midpoint of the sleeve. This clip is actually supposed to come before the one you just saw. All right, so not still bad, you can still watch it like this. All right, so I'm pleating it on the sleeve, the middle part of the sleeve, after which I kind of drew an effect, all right, how to do a spiral shape, all right, using an organza. I've actually done it in my channel before. I am going to be linking it, all right, but if you watch closely, you still know how to do it from here. All right, so I'm following the lines I drew, the circle lines I drew. I gave 1 inch apart from each of them. All right, so I'm pleating it on the lines. As you can see, it's really taxing. You just have to be patient and do it at your pace. All right, so I'm done. I'm now going to be attaching that design. As you saw previously, I'll be attaching the design. I have gone ahead to use my gum glue to attach the design. All right, then I'm going to shape to her measurement and hem the bottom with that. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate. Hope I'm well understood from this tutorial. If you find this helpful, you could visit my channel and see other videos as well. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.